Welcome back to Real Talk with Robin. Robin Gwaltney from the Gwaltney Group, the local trustworthy real estate team. And this segment is all about topics, issues, information local homeowners, buyers, sellers need to know. And you, Robin, were recently in Florida, and you wanted to bring back some good information.
I did. So I went to Florida for a RE/MAX meeting, and so that was in Key Largo, and it was short. It was like a day and a half conference. Okay, really packed in a lot of stuff, but I did learn that there's a lot going on in the Florida market that I'm glad we don't have to deal with here.
Okay,
you know, the insurance and the hurricanes, you know, all the stuff. And their condos are sitting on the market forever, and they're like, yeah, the market's so gloom. And I was kind of feeling a little guilty. I'm like, oh, sorry to hear that.
Yes,
but,
we're doing great here, yeah.
But while I was in Florida, I had the opportunity to go and tour a plant at a company called Renco.
Okay,
so
tell me more.
Yeah, I want people to know it's Renco, and I want them to Google it because it is the coolest thing. It is like the latest, greatest material for building. Okay. Okay, so think Lego blocks.
Got it.
But as big as a concrete block. Okay. Yeah. But like the little things like a Lego block, like stack one on top of the other kind of thing. Like you and I could build a house together. Okay. Kid you not.
Okay, you'll have to wait for that episode later on.
But we might have, that might be a grand finale someday. But no, I mean, I'm not kidding. We were in this plant, 60,000 square foot plant. It's right outside of Jupiter, Florida.
Okay.
And inside the plant, they had put up a model home, like a 1,200 square foot, would be slab on grade. So they would pour a concrete pad and then start building these blocks and keep going around and around and around. And then they have a glue gun, for lack of a better word. They just like glue these things together.
Wow.
But the model that was inside of the plant was not glued because it was just there for people to walk through and see. And they were showing us that they're actually doing these models, 2,500 square foot, 1,200 to 2,500 square foot. They're doing them down at the Villages in Florida, which is like a whole community, self-contained community. And it's like 25% less expensive than building with concrete or wood. Whoa. And it is easy. So the labor, when I said you and I could build a house, I'm not that far off.
Right.
Like they don't have to have skilled labor to do this. It's like if you can build Lego blocks and use a glue gun.
That is huge.
And these blocks weigh 8 pounds instead of like 40 pounds, like a concrete block. So you can imagine how much easier it is on like, but the best part, I haven't even gotten to the best part. It's super green because they're composite. They're like a super heavy, dense composite block, and they're made out of mostly recycled materials.
Wow, this seems like
the wave of the future.
The wave of the future.
I know. I think it's really exciting.
That is so exciting. I know a lot of people are now getting way more interested in sustainability and how we can improve our environment too, and we're using less money.
Faster. It's fast, right? So like, now think about those areas that do get devastated from a storm, right? And like all those homes go away, and now you've got to replace a bunch of homes, right? And so right now there's just the one factory in the U.S., and I'm sure that will change. This product originated in Turkey, and these guys from the U.S. thought it was a really cool thing, and so brought it to Florida, built this 60,000 square foot plant.
Right.
It goes around the clock because, well, all right, so on the tour they told us that they call it dough, literally. So like a truck will come in with the different things they need, like say the crushed glass. Okay. And another one comes in with the whatever else.
Right.
They suck it out of the trucks, so it's just like all automated. And then it's like, think about like baking anything. They put so much of this and so much of this and so much of this.
There's a recipe for it.
And they make the dough, they called it, and then they pour it into these molds, and they bake it in this extreme heat to make these hard,
building Lego blocks.
brick size, like block size. And so think about this. There's no measuring, there's no cutting. There's just like, they're perfect. They're all the same. It doesn't end there. They made what looks like a 2x4. I mean, it is a 2x4, 2 inches by 4 inches, but it's not wood. It's made out of the same composite and floor trusses. Wow. You know, like all of it. They can make it all. They have floor decking. They have ceiling decking. They have stuff for the roofs.
Wow.
In this one factory, they can put out enough material to build 6,000 2,500 square foot houses in 1 year.
That is unheard
It's very
of.
cool.
That is unheard of.
And I'm sure it'll spread, and I'm
Yeah.
sure the factories will, there'll be more,
Yes.
and it'll be something we'll watch, and you'll say, I remember hearing about this when it was brand new.
Yes, and Robin, you have so much information on your website too that's very helpful for anyone who's interested in the real estate world. Can you give us your phone number and that website?
Absolutely. Please visit us at gwaltneygroup.com or call me anytime on my cell phone at 507-259-4926.
Thank you, Robin, for being our real estate teacher. It really helps us stay connected and informed on what we need to know in the housing market. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, we'll be back with more Midwest Access right after this.